I have a problem and only you can help me.
If that is so, I am at your disposal.
I have to know what happened immediately after the funeral. I'm asking specifically about James Stewart, Sir William's personal doctor.
I do not know what you wish to hear.
Anything? Did you see him leave or talk to anyone? He might have been distressed. Can you recall anything?
I'm afraid I cannot.
Which is rather strange. Just any information. For example, who he talked to or who he sat next to at the funeral. I'm beginning to think that you don't want to tell me.
Enough, Detective. I cannot bear these insults.
That's rather convincing. I'm sure he knows something, but I doubt he is the murderer and ghoul. I've just had the canal around the cemetery searched.
What do you hope to find?
Everything seems to lead to the disappearance of Sir William, or his body in the canal.
Are you saying that someone stole his body and then threw it into the canal? But why?
Not a hard question, especially when I know how much you hated him.
Be careful, Detective. I know nothing about the canal. Even if you found something, my conscience is clear.
That's rather convincing. I'm sure he knows something, but I doubt he is the murderer and ghoul. You know, your strange peace has the opposite effect on me. I think you're quite pleased that Sir William is no longer in your way.
What? How could you say that?
I know you are absolutely against the funeral.
That's a lie!
Tell me then, why did you insist on cremating the body?
I meant well. That is the whole truth.
Tell me, what is it like to bury a mass murderer and a monster?
That is none of your business, Detective. Your questions insult me.
To bury a monster against your will insulted you as well. But things did not turn out as you wished, so you found your own way to deal with the problem.
You cannot prove that.
You had the motive, the opportunity, and no alibi. I'm sorry, but I have to ask you to stay in the town.
Are you arresting me?
No, not yet, but I will return soon. And I'll be glad if I won't have to search for you then.
I do not have to listen to this. If I may, I need some fresh air.
Help yourself. I won't prevent you, but don't go any further. I really hope he stays where he is. I'd rather not touch it. It's very fragile. Would you please have a look at this? Look carefully.
What is it?
Human nails. To be more specific, Sir William's nails, which were found on the inner side of the coffin's cover.
I do not understand.
I'll explain immediately. A man wakes up in the dark and realizes he is locked in a small space. Let's say in a coffin, turns mad with fright and clapper claws all over the place. Then focuses on the cover, the only possible escape. It starts suffocating, and his madness would escalate so much that he stops feeling pain. And he'd cut himself out through the wood with his bare hands. He frantically claws at the wood, but his nails wouldn't stay in their natural places.
Enough! Enough! Please, stop! Sir William was truly...
Alive, Father Mulcahy. This is clear evidence that he was buried alive.
What are you saying? That could not have happened. Steward, the family doctor, signed the death certificate.
Sir, come over here and have a look.
Do you have the body?
I have a body, sir, but it's not Sir William.
What?
We took him out and identified him immediately, sir. It's the doctor, Sir James Stewart. We all knew him, sir.
So he stayed here after all? I must see him.
Go around the cemetery all the way to the bridge, sir. The body got stuck under a branch, otherwise it would have been carried much further. I left one of my men there, sir. Do you need company?
No, I think I know where it is. Thank you, Carter. Good job.
Detective, I just overheard what your colleague reported to you. I need to talk to you.
What's the rush? Do you need to unburden your conscience?
Yes, I confess that I was withholding something from you, but I cannot be silent anymore.
It'll have to wait.
Of course, I will wait here.
Just don't get murdered. A suspiciously fast death has been known to occur in similar circumstances.
You have really comforted me, Detective.
Detective Briscol, and you are?
Robin, sir.
I've come to see the body.
It's over there by the stairs.
Do you know who it is?
Yes, his name's James Stewart, a local doctor, for those who could afford him.
Well done, Robbins. Where exactly did you find him?
Right over there, sir, under the bridge. Poor devil got stuck under this branch.
He was carried quite a distance. He might have still been alive. Tried to swim.
I'd say he was already dead. Got a nasty wound on the neck, but you know what's strange? Doesn't seem to have bled.
Well, what do you think about this?
Something must have sucked him, sir, I'm sure of it.
An interesting theory. I've not chased a vampire before. Stay here for now.
Sir, must I work alone?
Are you afraid?
Oh, no, sir, never on duty. But one never knows.
Forget it. I can afford no more people. You'll have to manage on your own.
Yes, sir.
The theory that Sir William has been kidnapped by the family doctor has been disproved. I have to follow a different lead. He has a deep wound on his neck, but I can't see a single drop of blood. Pretty scary. Mixing it is as easy as a child's game. It should be enough. I have to wait a few minutes. It should be enough. to wait a few minutes. The two imprints are from different shoes. Do you still wish to tell me something?
Yes.
You saw something that night, am I correct?
No, but I heard something. There was a fight. Someone was screaming.
Do you know who it was? Your gravedigger?
I do not know, really. I've been trying to forget. I was mad with fear. I closed the door and blocked my ears. I prayed out loud to deafen the rampage outside.
Is this all you wanted to tell me?
No. Earlier on, at the funeral, I saw something. Perhaps it is not important, but Dr. Stewart surely argued with Lady Miriam. He strongly demanded something, but she obviously refused.
Do you know what the subject of the argument was? Did you overhear any words?
I had the impression he wanted to look into the coffin, but the lady refused. Yes, it might have been so. But now that I know that Sir William... it must have been so.
So you think he wanted to make sure that Sir William is truly dead?
Yes, it makes sense.
That explains why Dr. Stewart did not come home after the funeral. He stayed somewhere near the cemetery and waited until everybody left. His conscience troubled him, and he obviously paid for it. No, I'm sure it wasn't his shoes which left the imprint in front of the church. No, I'm sure it wasn't his shoes which left the imprint in front of the church. His reaction to the nails was credible. If he got rid of the body, he would have known Sir William was alive. I'm crossing him off the list. He won't tell me anything. He's dead, and his body is totally bereft of blood. I refuse to believe that Sir William was resurrected, and is now going to seek revenge against everybody. Yet I cannot ignore certain facts. Those claw marks on the gravedigger's neck are a mystery. Probably a false lead.
A detective. You'll like this.
What happened, officer?
The patrol who sent for that journalist is back.
Do they have him?
They don't, unfortunately.
Well, let me know when they do.
Wouldn't his printer be enough for now? He's in custody.
It's not a bad idea. What has he done?
He's been arrested because he refused to open the door to the detective, so the journalist could escape.
What a fool. Where can I talk to him?
Go down the corridor and then turn right. If you don't mind, he's sharing the cell with another suspect. We're a bit crowded right now.
It doesn't matter. So straight ahead, then right. Thank you. Detective Briscol, do you know a man called Nathaniel Forrest?
I should. I work for him.
I have several questions for you. If you answer them, you can go home.
Ask away.
Something simple first. Where is he?
Who?
Don't play dumb with me.
Ah, you mean Nate. Well, I have no idea.
Do you know anything at all?
I'm just a print worker, sir. What I know you can read in the papers. That's all.
Just as you like. You're shooting yourself in the foot. Sometimes I regret that the police stopped using thumbscrews. I want to know about the last issue, the leading article. Who is your source?
Detective, I'm just a print worker. I do what I'm told.
Do you know that I could send you to prison for 2 years? The judge wouldn't even blink.
Why would you? There are plenty of printers. The papers would be pressed elsewhere.
We'll see. You'll be an example. You'll be punished in everyone else's place, especially the ink spiller.
That's not fair.
Consider it recompense for all the rubbish you've printed.
Whatever you say. I don't know nothing, see?
A stubborn donkey. How long have you been working for the Courier?
For several years, I guess.
So you and Mr. Forrest are friends?
Guess so.
Tell me, what sort of a man is he? He seems to be quite insane.
Oh, no. He knows exactly what he's doing. Pretty smart. That's why he did what he did.
Does he really believe what he has been writing about Sir William?
I guess so.
Do you talk about it?
Yeah, but only technical details.
You're not being very helpful.
Sorry, Detective. I've told you as much as I know.
I think he's just playing with me. He takes me for a fool, but I won't swallow the bait.